Some of the hardest moments in life aren't the ones where everything breaks. They're the ones where everything keeps moving and you're expected to keep up. The bills still come. The calendar still fills itself. People still need answers. And the problem isn't just that life is chaotic, it's that you don't feel allowed to fall apart. So you keep functioning, you keep smiling, you keep saying, "I'm fine." But inside you're thinking, how am I supposed to feel peace when nothing is peaceful? If that's you, I'm not here to tell you to calm down. I'm here to show you where peace actually lives when the storm won't stop. And in 1 minute, you'll have a simple way to find your center without needing your circumstances to change first.
Let me tell you about a woman I'll call Maria. Maria is the dependable one, the one who handles it. And then life stacked up, relentlessly. Her mom's health started slipping. Her teenager got distant. Work got unstable. It wasn't one big disaster. It was 1,000 small pressures with no clean place to breathe. She's on hold with insurance while stirring pasta for her kids. Her boss texts at 9:32 p.m. "Quick question." She tries to pray, but her mind keeps running the schedule, replaying conversations, bracing for the next thing. And even when she finally sits down, her mind is still standing. The hardest part wasn't only the chaos outside, it was the loneliness inside, because everyone assumed she was strong. So she kept showing up, kept functioning, kept being the together one. But some nights she would sit in her car in the driveway, engine off, lights out, and just stare. Not because she was weak, because her soul was trying to say one honest sentence: "God, I don't need a perfect life. I need a place to breathe inside this one." Maybe you don't have Maria's exact story, but you know the feeling when life is loud and you don't have the luxury of falling apart.
Here's a moment that happens everywhere. A man sits in a hospital waiting room, not crying, not making a scene, just staring at the floor, phone in hand, refreshing the same thread. He doesn't know what the doctor will say. He doesn't know what tomorrow will look like. And in that moment, peace feels impossible, because peace feels like something you only get after things get resolved, after the test results, after the job stabilizes, after the family calms down. But what if peace was never meant to be an aftergift? What if peace is what God gives you inside the unknown? There's a moment in the Gospels that doesn't feel like poetry. It feels like real life. Jesus and his disciples are on a boat. A storm hits hard. The boat starts taking on water. The disciples panic because when your body feels danger, your mind screams. They run to Jesus, and he's asleep. So they wake him up and say what reveals the deepest fear. "Teacher, don't you care that we're perishing?" They're not only afraid of the storm, they're afraid they're alone in it. The storm wasn't their deepest fear. Aloneness was. That's what chaos does. It whispers, "You're on your own." And Jesus stands up. He speaks, and the storm calms. But here's what changes everything. Before their circumstances change, Jesus is already there. Before the water stops, his presence is already steady. Peace was never meant to be an aftergift, something you earn once life finally settles down. Peace is what happens when aloneness ends. The world says peace is when life becomes stable. Jesus says peace is knowing I am with you even when life is unstable.
And that's why the deepest peace isn't the kind you feel when everything goes right. It's the kind you feel when everything is uncertain and something inside you finally stops screaming because you realize God is in the boat. Let me say it plainly. You don't need a quieter life. You need a different center. Because the storm isn't what breaks you. Feeling alone in it is. Peace isn't the absence of pressure. It's the presence of Christ. The chaos outside may keep moving, but peace becomes possible the moment your soul stops saying, "I have to carry this by myself." Peace begins when you return to presence, not after the storm, but inside it. So what do you do with this in real life? In traffic? In meetings? In hospital hallways? In hard conversations? Without turning it into a religious performance. Here's a simple practice you can use inside chaos. Not after. Inside. I call it the anchor minute. 60 seconds. Use it the next time the wave hits. Step 1. Name the storm. This is a lot. This hurts. I'm scared. Just naming it brings it into the light. Step 2. Name the presence. Not God, fix this first, but God, stay with me. One sentence is enough. Jesus, you're in the boat with me. Father, I feel overwhelmed. Stay close. God, I can't carry this alone. Step 3. Take the next right step. Not the whole plan, not tomorrow. Just the next faithful step that is actually yours to take. Drink water. Make the call. Ask for help. Take one slow breath. Answer one email, not 10. Pick one. That's enough. This isn't pretending you're calm. It's refusing to live like you're alone. Because chaos gets louder when isolation grows. And peace grows when presence becomes your reflex.
Maria used to believe peace would come when her circumstances improved. But what began to change her wasn't a perfect week. It was this. She practiced presence in the middle. At a red light, hand on the steering wheel, she'd whisper, "You're in the boat with me." Standing at the sink with a heavy heart, she'd say, "Stay close to me right here." And slowly, not magically, her soul stopped tightening around everything. Not because life got easy, because she stopped facing life by herself. That's what peace does. Peace doesn't erase the storm. Peace keeps you from being swallowed by it. Let me leave you with this. If you're in chaos right now, peace isn't a reward you get after you survive. Peace is God with you while you're surviving. Peace doesn't wait for life to get quiet. Peace is what happens when your soul finds its center in the presence of Christ. So today, just for today, try the anchor minute once. And if you're comfortable, tell me in the comments, just one word, what kind of storm are you in right now? In the next video, we'll talk about why peace disappears when life gets busy and how to stop losing your soul to your schedule. Until then, you are not alone in the boat.